Greetings, Masandawana. It's the Yellow Corner again, and we're back with yet another match preview. And this time we preview game week 16 as we host Chippa United at Loftus on Tuesday night. Perhaps, how's it?
I'm not as imperfect. I'm hot. I feel about that. I'm not.
Oh, Khatatso again. We shoot every 3 days.
I'm I idea and I actually let my Sundowns fan vlog. I think after game Richard Bay, we still have 33 games to play if we go all out in the Champions League and Nedbank Cup. So I'm
It's job, man. It's job, man. Yeah, let's get down to it, man. Like I said, we're hosting Chippa United at Loftus that Tuesday, Busiu. Rabs, Chippa have 0 wins in 4 games after going 4 wins in 4 games in Bramogen's first 4. Do you think or Ntoya new manager bounce if a deal? No, now coaching has to happen, and it's difficult now for coaching to happen.
I think they started very well after they fired Dan Clayton, and still they're still playing well. I think it is the matter of getting results. I think they're still playing well against Richards Bay. They played 3-3, and I believe that they should have won the game based on how they play, and also against Stellenbosch, they played very well. It was a draw of 1-1. So I think they're still playing well, like how they played even when they won those 4 games in a row. I think it's just a matter of collecting points, and they're up against a team that is unstoppable. So I think it is the matter of getting points that the matter of coaching has to happen now.
Yeah, I know. I agree with you. Someone tweeted to 0 wins in 4 games for Chippa, and I instantly thought they should be down there fighting relegation. And then, as I was preparing for this shoot, I realized they are in the top 8. So yeah, and you watched in top. Excuse me, the game in Sabon. It's not that they're playing bad, like you said. It's they still playing well. But like you said, they are facing a mean machine, an unstoppable force in Sundowns. How mentally and physically draining is it to play Sundowns?
I think for them, physically, I think it will be difficult because of this season. Out of 15 games that Chippa have played, I think they've played about 9 away games out of 15 games. In terms of they are playing a lot of away games, and they are a team that is traveling a lot. So I think they will be difficult. It will be difficult for them to match Sundowns' energy inside the pitch. And mentally, I think, judging by how Mamila speaks, I think mentally he's a coach that is very positive, and that positivity can rub off to the players as well.
Did you say they're a team that's struggling or a lot, or that's traveling a lot?
That is traveling a lot because of they've played out of 15 games, they've played 9 away, and this match week 16 they are traveling to Pretoria, so it will be 10 away games out of 16 games.
Let me repeat my question. You answered me, but you didn't really answer me. My question is, how mentally and physically draining is it for teams to play against Sundowns? Let me answer it first this time. I think it is the most exhausting thing that can happen to you in the 30 games that you play per season. I think those 2 games that you play against Sundowns, you come out of the field osabatli next because one, but keeping possession. When it's quite about nil-nil until the 80th minute. But because you are constantly chasing, you are constantly marking, you are constantly shuffling to the side and all that, it takes its toll. on you. And then once the legs go, the mind follows, and then comes the mistake. I don't think there's a team that will drain you both mentally and physically, like Sundowns. I think the next day players they just want to sleep regen like anyway betting ice baths and all that. That's what I think, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think obviously they will chase the ball and will dominate the position, and mentally they know that if Sundowns scores first, I think it is over for them. I think Lemona, they know that they have to stay in the game as long as possible. Maybe try to go to the interval, score early, 0-0, and hope maybe they maintain the same scoreline throughout the game. But once Sundowns get their first goal, I think they know that the second one will follow, and maybe the third one, because of I think we are averaging 2 goals per game. So I think we'll obviously score.
Perhaps, Bra Morgan Mamila, the coach at Chippa, after the game Yabona, they are lost to Swallows on Friday. He made a comment that many might misconstrue as being disrespectful, but I don't think it was. I think that's the best credit that one can give Sundowns. He said it's easy to plan or play against Sundowns. You know what they're going to do. But the thing that Sundowns is the commitment that the players that Sundowns, because they all defend how they star who Sundowns, And I think what he said is spot on, because the work rate that the players that star those guys are some of the highest, best paid players in the league. They are superstars. But once they cross that white line and they represent Sundowns, you can tell that by their commitment. I don't. I would really love to see the stats teams that like which team has covered the most ground this season, because our players, the commitment that they show, it's one thing. We appreciate the style of play and all that, the goals, but I think at times we take for granted the commitment that the players are on. And I fully agree with what Bramoyan said in terms of commitment their Sundowns. And
Sundowns is the simplest team to play against. Very simple. Even a DDC player will tell you how Sundowns play. Very easy team to play against. Very easy team to plan against. But the only difference is they're mastering the system. That's the only difference. I hear people talking about Sundowns quality. There's no such thing. Half of those players from Sundowns, they were fighting relegation where they come from. I don't want to mention names, but it's there. The player who was from Loftus, he was getting a red card left and right. He went to Sundowns, is a different player. Because why? Because of the system that they play. So we know, I don't even need to do a video session when I play Sundowns. All my players know how Sundowns play. The only way we have to give it. And let's be honest, go and check Sundowns when they lose the ball. There's no star. All of them, they're marking. All of them. When they got the ball, all of them, they're opening up. Then go and check the 15 teams from the PSL. Are they doing what Sundowns are doing? I'm afraid the answer is no. You find the striker not even chasing. Go and watch Sundowns. Strikers chase they mark from the top. That's the difference.
Your thoughts on what he said?
Yeah, no, I think he was just being honest. I think we analyze Sundowns almost every game, and everyone on Twitter is observant on how Sundowns plays. But the difficult part is to stop that system, or the difficult part of the opponent is to apply themselves. I think the application and the execution of their plan, I think but Sundowns it is a brilliant team, and you can tell that there's a lot going behind the scenes in terms of preparing for each game, and also, like I've said, applying ourselves and executing our game plan as well. I think it is not just, I think the end product on the pitch, but the training sessions, the preparations, the video analysis, and Sundowns, there's no need of video analysis.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that press, that snippet that you in from that press conference. I couldn't get the full press conference. Let's talk numbers. That Chippa, they are currently 8th on the log. Like I said, they played 15 games. They've won 5. They've drawn 4, lost 6. Their goals for is 17, conceding 20. So goal difference is -3, and they're currently on 90 points. Then they are averaging 1.13 goals for per game, and which is very good. They are 4th highest goal scorers in the league this season. They doing better than some teams who haven't celebrated the goal in the second half. They are conceding 1.33 goals per match, which is very poor. That's the Achilles heel. They score, but they concede also, which is into Eba. Let's talk about their approach. This is how. Yeah.
There's something I want to add. I want to mention that their stats. Out of 8 games that they've played since Morgan Mamila was appointed as the head coach, 5 games, 10 out of 8, they have had more ball position and more passes than the opponents. I think the three teams that had more passes and more ball position than Chippa, I think it was Mahumo Gallant and Amazulu and Cape Town City. Against both Chiefs, both Stellenbosch, Lebo Richards Bay, I think they had more passes and more ball position.
Oh wow, that's really impressive. That's really, I didn't expect that, man. That's really, really impressive. No, I know no, he's not all talk. He's not only talk. There's action in what he does, and you can tell by his character. It's someone that maybe the players enjoy having around Lebon, working with, training, and they believe in what he tells them. So that's really impressive. Even though this Tuesday, but like I dodge like every other team, but yeah, against other teams, poor teams like the one that was celebrating their birthday and lost the other day. So yeah, that's really impressive. Their approach, ups. What I've picked up, Ganto, Chippa, is that once they lose possession, they drop back, they don't counter press, ne? And middle field, it gets on top of what they are back for. So we find they are all squeezed on edge, and there is 2 blocks of 4 on almost on the 18. Like they're a few yards apart. And then they rely so much on Thabiso Rapelang and Mados's pace on the wide channels, which is, I think, something that will pose a danger for Sundowns. And I've really enjoyed Marman, watching Marman. I think there's something there in that boy. He's really impressed me. But what might work against him in this match is that he will miss Iguadora, the guy that we loaned to Chip. I'm not sure in terms of the Closia loan, do we allow him to play or not? But if he doesn't play, and he's been really good ever since he went to Chippa, he was awful every time we saw him playing Go Tax last season. But ever since he started playing Go Chippa in the PSL, he's really been impressive. And both of them up top, I've been really impressed with what I've seen of both. And excuse me, the one player that I really like in that team, how he progresses with the ball. That guy keeps his ball control and moving up with the ball is really good. And then he finds a pass either to Libito or or Madros on their side. So that's one thing. That's one thing that I've picked up. Chippa or no, Lutuli gets on the ball. I think more than any other player in their team, and then he finds a progressive. He plays a progressive pass. So we need to guard against that. And then there's element there from Bizai. From Bizai bombs forward a lot. It's he goes up and he adds numbers in the attack, and I think he's had a few goals this is goal contributions, but he's really been good going forward. Your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think I've mentioned that they're ball playing team recently and they love to keep possession. But my biggest worry is, are they prepared to face a team that will dominate and that will stuff them the ball? Are they prepared to chase the ball? And do they have the plan, when they regain the position? What are they going to do with the ball? And you spoke about the midfield line. It is close to the back four. So I'm asking myself for it. Once they win the ball on our half, they have to travel a lot of kilometers to get a lot of distance to get inside our box. And I think a guy like their number 9, I think will be isolated because of the middle field is close to the back four. But you spoke about Luthuli, that is good. I think he needs to progress with the ball. If they play Ndlinzo as well, I think Ndlinzo is brilliant. He can push forward with the ball. And you spoke about Fombezai against Richards Bay. Two of their fullbacks were on the score sheet. So it shows that they not only rely on the offensive guys, even the defense can add some goals in the team. Yeah.
Let's move on to Sundowns. Let's talk about Sundowns, perhaps. Are you superstitious? I'm asking this because of Coach Vulani's military green cargo pants. Yeah, we've been winning, man. I think those cargo pants are taking us to another championship, man. We're very close. We're very close to the sixth one in a row. Do you think those cargo pants can take us to Champions League victory as well?
Now, honestly, I don't believe in superstitions. I've never believed in them. But
do you think Coach Vulani is superstitious yet?
Because of he watches a lot of football, I think he is.
Those pens, those cargo pens tell me, no, he is a superstitious. And man, yeah, he must protect them like they are the most valuable thing in the world, because yeah, we've been doing well, man. Perhaps we are at the halfway mark, league. What have you made of us since the start of the season? Are you happy with how things are going?
Yeah, no, I think we have improved from last season. I think we can see with the statistics and with the performance of the team and individual, you can see that there's that improvement within the team, and I'm very satisfied, and I'm looking forward to more upcoming games, more especially in the CAF Champions League. That is the tournament that everyone is looking forward to.
Now my moods, they swing so much this season. I look forward to watching Sundowns, and then there's another team that I support in Europe. So my emotions in jail because of the two teams. Like, if I don't know how miserable I would be if I didn't support Sundowns, because I value Europe nonsense. So I'm really, really happy with how things are going at Sundowns, and I must say the future really, really looks bright, man. You look at the age in Toya, the average age team. You look at the age, what do you call this? The head coach. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. How do we beat Chippa?
I think because of I said they are the team that only knows how to play when they have the ball. I think we need to starve them off the ball and be productive as well. And I've noticed that they play with a double pivot. I think if we can be narrow and overload that position, we can eliminate them and get something from penetrating through the middle. And their defense, I think their defense is leaking goals. I need my Lula to be around the box or inside the D line. And we have to be precise in our decision making because of we might expect a low block or we might expect the traffic in the zone 14 area. So I'm expecting us to make better decisions and also to think fast and know that when you're in certain areas, there's always a person around you. So you have to be fast, but in some moments, you have to keep the composure as well because of how that sometimes that the mistakes. So you need to be composed in some areas. And I think that is how we can beat Chippa United.
Yeah, no. I basically have the same in Tolena. You spoke about their defense. The Matiani and Oscar Peterson partnership is very poor. It's poor. And I think as good as they are on the ball and offensively cheap, and I think defensive is not good at all. I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's a team that gives away chances like cheaper to the opponents, goal scoring chances. So I think we need to be as clinical as we've been because they give away the chances and are cheaper. And then because their first thought when they lose the ball is to protect their box because they retreat. I think this is one game where Neo Tebza will have chances from outside the box to shoot from outside the box. And I'd love to see them doing that more so Tebza, because once Valento back in 18, 18, the ball it will a bounce up more players and then they hoof it forward. So games we can push them. How about 18 the cutbacks for games who would possibly be on the edge of the box and then he's able to take shots. I think our rest defense in this game it needs to be really, really good because Thabiso is very, very fast. Lemfanole Matlos is very, very good. So if they win the ball and we are found wanting in terms of a rest defense, they might be able to head us. And then I think, like I said, I made a point. Kafumbezai he's really been good offensively, but the one thing Kafumbezai, wa khona spalama scooter ya kwa batho ga jige e ba problem yabo. So that area ya high mo on our right, his left, there will be room more that I think we can really capitalize and reject on. Lineups, are you going first or should I go first?
And I'm going with the same lineup that started the previous game.
Okay. That lineup ki Williams, Mudau Kana, Mvala Mudiba, Mukwena, Lende, Mayema, Zwane, Mailula, Domingo.
Yeah.
Okay, I am gonna make a change. A1. I'm going with the same almost same lineup. I'll have 10 out of 11 starting. That back five, Mukwena, Alende, Mayema, and then more turning. Tipping into a Diamond. I'll bench Zwane for Sereno, not because of performance. Zwane has been brilliant ever since we came back, but I think we need to manage Zwane's legs. We've played 3 games since we came back, ne? We've played 3 games, and 2 of those games we played them in really wet and energy-sapping pitches in Gamia Pirates as well, the most recent game. So I feel like this is a game where maybe Shika can rest and we bring on Sereno. Like I said, it has nothing to do with performance, but I'm just trying to manage his legs because of his age and all that. Score prediction?
I think we win at 3-0.
Who's scoring?
Malula will obviously score. I think Thabiso or Mudiba will score from a free kick. Then Domingo will also score.
Okay. We have similar goal scorers. I am going for a 4-0. I think Medula will get a brace, and then Tebza, the Domingo will get the other ones. Raps, we're moving to a new game block. We're moving to the fourth game block after a perfect third game block. Excuse me. And then in this game block, we are playing Chippa at home, Super Sports home, Chiefs away, Galaxy away, and then we ended with Kukune at home. I am going for 13 out of 15 points. I think we'll beat Chippa. I think we'll beat Super Sport. I think we'll draw against Chiefs, not because we are bad or anything, but I think these games, they're not only about performance in GFL, and I think Chiefs will be up for it. To give their fans something to celebrate. So I think they might get a draw against us, and then I think we'll beat Galaxy and then Lis Kukuni. So that's 13 out of 15 points. You?
I think it will be 15 out of 15. I don't see us even conceding more than 3 goals or 2 with this game block.
Wow. Yeah, no, Sundowns confidence, overconfidence sometimes. Yeah, that's that Masanda one, and that's another episode of the Yellow Corner. You will see us on Sunday as we preview our match, not on Sunday the 15th, as we okay, we might actually even drop it earlier than that preview. Yeah, game ya rona le Super Sport United, because the game is a week on Monday. So yeah, maybe we'll drop it Friday and let you guys enjoy it throughout the weekend. Please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like and click on that notification bell so that you know when we drop. Until then, sharp, Ndogish.
See you.